Hello, my name is Jeff Zuber. I'm the son of a Spitfire pilot and have the great privilege of being president of the Spitfire Association. The association was formed by pilots of the Royal Australian Air Force, and we mark our 60th anniversary this year. My father, Sess, was a career pilot, and I've inherited his love of flying, having been a private pilot for over 40 years, although my professional life was in the computer industry. This corporate experience guides my approach to the future of the Spitfire Association, and it's this that I shared with my predecessor, Lyle Roberts. Lyle was the last Spitfire pilot to hold the position of president. It was our shared corporate experience which resulted in the vision of the Spitfire Association that is today working to help Australia remain resilient. Our founders understood that their service during World War II didn't end there. Pilots like Lyle, Edward Ted Sly and others founded the Spitfire Memorial Defence Fellowship in 1998 as a living memorial which today carries that spirit forward. The association has a long-standing relationship with Defence. Today, this is reflected in the patron of the Spitfire Memorial Defence Fellowship being Chief of the Air Force, Air Marshal Mel Hupfeld, AODSC. It's my pleasure and privilege today to spend some time with Mel. Well, it's a pleasure to be with you here today and to talk things Spitfire, Spitfire Memorial Fellowship and aeroplanes generally, Australia and our future.
Yeah, it's great. Really looking forward to the anniversary of the Spitfire Association, and it's remarkable that this year is such a big year for Air Force, our 100th anniversary, our centenary, and an opportunity where we're recognising 350,000 people that served in our Air Force, over 11,000 of those that didn't make it home, and within that there's a number of our aviators from the past that were a part of those numbers.
Yeah, so there are some huge numbers. There's a very well-known photograph of G for George, and you see all the crews that didn't make it home. People think about a single aeroplane, but it was a number of aeroplanes and a lot of our Australians that lost their lives. And that sense of needing to be ready after the war is what drove my predecessors in the Spitfire Association, because they'd lived through it and they knew that everything that they could do after the war was going to count to keeping Australia as one of the great nations in the world and resilient into the future.
A remarkable bunch of people, and what an amazing legacy they've left for us. And we still talk about the remarkable things they achieved, the feats that they achieved, the absolutely generous things that they gave us, without any real thought to it. That just instinctively did it because it was the right thing to do. And it wasn't just during the Second World War, as you say, but it was after that. And to still give selflessly right through their lives for the security of this nation, I think is really quite amazing and well worth remembering and celebrating on your 60th anniversary of the Spitfire Association.
Indeed, our 60th anniversary, the 85th of the Spitfire itself, and 100 years of the Royal Australian Air Force.